My guess is we're going to have Sammy BT and Tropo charging right into the right at each other, while Amadeus and Dancing Feather stay back and try to snipe each other. This is going to be really cool, but I gotta say, overall, I give the advantage to some brawling like that to a Galleon. It's just so beefy.
No, I'm going to give, based on experience, I'm giving the advantage to the Mandarin. Just based on my experience.
I would too.
With
I
those
would too.
pirates.
No, I definitely
I don't
agree
know.
with you
well,
on that.
we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. Okay, well, starting off, we have the Sacrilege Dynasty. Sacrilege, of course. On the left side, we have a Heavy Flak, Lumberjack, and Hades. On the right side, we have Heavy Carronade and Watcher. On the Amadeus, we have a Front Artemis. On the right side, we have a Gatling Mortar. And on the left side, Double Artemis.
Here come the first shots. First shot fired by the Sacrilege. Firing off those Hades. You want to keep going with the builds? I think they're going to back up.
Yes, you can probably get it really quick. No, they're going to back up anyway. Go for it quickly.
Excellent. Alright, so on the Admiral Quackbar, we have 2 Artemises and a Hades. So Artemis on the front, Hades Artemis on the left side, and on the starboard side, we have a Carronade Banshee, so close range there. A little bit different from what you usually see, I'd say. And on the Dancing Feathers, similar port side. Artemis, Hades, Artemis on the front, and then a Gat Mortar on the close range side instead.
Oh no. Oh no. They're sniping, aren't they?
Yep, they are.
Oh well.
Admiral Quackbar, balloons down. Balloon's gonna have, balloons down. Gonna have to drop down a little bit, probably.
Well, as
he's taking hits, he just can't.
Dies inside. Yes, it seems the Sacrilege Dynasty climbing to the top of the height ceiling here, taking a commanding overwatch, no pun intended, over the surroundings.
No, that's perfect. It's going to give him an easier angle on the Lumberjack unless he starts eating Hades shots. Admiral Quackbar coming in close. Trying to get in the range of those Hades shots where it's really easy to land. Armor's going down. This is huge. Artemises are trained on him. Hull's taking damage. Guns are down. There's no way for him to fight. His engines are up. He's going to have to drop quick. Armor's up.
A lot of those Hades,
but the Hades
shots are missing.
Yep, that is exactly what needed to happen for him. But they're getting back in there. Amadeus pinning down the Admiral Quackbar and moving in even. He's gonna eat Hades shots right to the face.
Amadeus has got to be careful here.
I feel like that whole damage that happened to the Sacrilege Dynasty was unnecessary. He stepped out a little bit too far. 2v1. Amadeus took another like half a minute to get in range.
I mean, the Sacrilege Dynasty just took up that very high altitude position, which, I mean, gave him good overwatch, but on the other hand left him extremely exposed.
Admiral Quackbar moving in. Amadeus taking some pretty heavy focus fire. He's coming in from the Dancing Feather, but I think that the Amadeus can drop down fast enough. Admiral Quackbar still throwing out Hades shots. His armor's down though. Balloons down. Huge shots. 2/3 armor, balloons up, armor's not quite up though, he might bounce! Holy cow!
Oh my goodness!
He has nothing left! He has absolutely nothing left! Admiral Quackbar wants the kill, he's moving in! Sacrilege Dynasty still up high, trying to pin down the Dancing Feather. Doesn't want to let him get into arc. Admiral Quackbar though, taking damage. What's happened to him? His balloon's down. He got hit by the Lumberjack. Some nice split fire from the Sacrilege Dynasty. Going to barely keep Amadeus in this round, but this is awful. If his armor goes down for a moment.
You play-by-play, don't you?
Yes, I do. That's kind of what I made my name as in League.
Okay, fair enough. We're just gonna have to go with 2 play-by-play guys. It'll be fine. Anyway, so Sacrilege Dynasty here, eating the Hades. However, finally responding on the Admiral Quackbar, getting several Hades shots in quick succession, forcing the Admiral Quackbar to descend as its balloon is on fire. I think this is the Sacrilege's opportunity to isolate the Admiral Quackbar, who's gotten very close here. He's going to find it very difficult to find cover if Sacrilege can fall in on him.
No, can't quite do it. The Sacrilege Dynasty didn't quite get behind that cover like he needed to. He's just bouncing on top of it. Armor is very, very low. Gonna whack it one more time, but the balloon's going down. He's gotta back up, or else he's gonna start bouncing.
Oh,
Dancing
no,
Feather can get a quick
Sacrilege
kill.
Dynasty is in a terrible, terrible position. If his balloon gets taken down, he'll immediately start crashing
There it
into
goes.
that rib. Oh, there's nowhere for him to go. Oh, he's got to be dead.
He's gotta be done. There's the focus fire. There's the kill.
Boom.
Couldn't move. Not sure what was happening there. Was he just stuck against the wall, velcroing to it?
I think so, yeah. It might have just been one of those awkward positions where you're not quite sure where to go or what to do. Yeah, I think he was stuck, though, yeah. Admiral Quackbar coming in to finish off the Amadeus. Why not?
Here's the question: where's the dynasty going to spawn? Right next to him.
There's your
Admiral
answer.
Quackbar moving in.
I think this might be a mistake. I think this is going to be a mistake. I think... Oh,
There's the launcher!
Admiral Quackbar basically does a U-turn here as soon as he sees the Sacrilege Dynasty popping tar. There we go. Here's the evasiveness I was talking about.
That was some really nice moving. Gatling going down. Armor's down. Where's the mortar?
Amadeus is deep in that tar.
Yep. Couldn't quite get those last couple of shots off to do any damage to the Admiral Quackbar.
Oh,
Still
look at that
popping out tar.
Taking out all the components of the Amadeus. All of them.
He's stuck. Dancing Feathers raining down fire on him. Balloon goes down, and that's it.
Oh, my
Second
goodness.
kill.
That's giving me flashbacks right there. Deep in that Sammy BT tar. All the components gone.
Sacrilege Dynasty laying down some good fire with those medium cannons, though, able to chase off the Dancing Feather. Spawn probably going to come in pretty close to the Sacrilege, though they could come in from another angle. Sacrilege is pretty defensive. Yeah, there it is.
Sacrilege
they really want to go for it.
It is right at the corner of the map here. He's going to get blown back in a minute. He's going to throw his maneuvering off a bit. Oh, there's nowhere for Sacrilege Dynasty to go. I think Sacrilege Dynasty is dead in the water. I think Amadeus should not try and... I don't think you should try and save him.
His main engine's up. I think he can get out of this. Admiral Quackbar is really low, stuck in the clouds, but here comes the gap fire. Armor's getting hit. He sells his main engine. He could try to get underneath Dancing Feather, but nope, he's not going to have any of it. Here come the mortars.
Wait.
Where are they? Okay, oh, there they go. There we go.
There's the mortar.
Took a minute. Armor comes back up, brings him down to half health. Gatling is still coming down, though. No guns. That Gatling is not only taking out armor, but the guns as well.
This is what I'm talking about. Amadeus has shown up to the party, but it might be at the exact wrong time as the Sacrilege Dynasty is about to go down. Now, Amadeus is right in a meat grind situation right here. As the two Ducky ships have him in their sights. I don't think Amadeus is going to be able to get out of this one. I think this is going to be a fourth kill for the Mandarins.
It's possible. Admiral Quackbar firing down the Banshee. That's what they need.
Oh my goodness!
What just happened? That was so fast! That was so fast!
Oh my god. Taking focus fire from both the Mandarin ships, but with a perfectly timed mortar. Managing to take out the... Oh my goodness, the Dancing Feather!
That was beautiful, though. Right now, he's right in the palm of the Amadeus the Admiral Quackbar. Dancing Feather going to spawn right in. Gap fire going down. Balloon's not doing so hot. He's eating it. Hole's exposed. And I think this is going to be the fourth kill. He's going to bounce. No, he's not. Balloon's up. Armor's up. They're on full repair.
No,
Sacrilege Dynasty's coming in. I don't know, man.
Quackbar not electing... Okay, no, Admiral Quackbar's going down to finish him off. That carronade rocket's going to grind him down into the ground. Dancing Feather using a bit of the Gatling to finish him off. There's no way Sacrilege Dynasty can save him here.
This is definitely one of the disadvantages of having a galleon on this map. You have to navigate around so many nasty little spots that if an ally is in trouble, you can't get in there to help him.
Mm-hmm.
At all. So that's going to be 4-1 right now.
Long-range galleon can be very awkward on this map.
Yeah, such a close-range map already. What I'm seeing happening is that... Tropo. Yep, Tropo is piloting that. He's trying to pin down one of the junkers, but because the Amadeus is so far in, all the three ships just drop down, and then it ends up in a 2v1 situation. It's happened 2 or 3 times at this point.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, well,
The one saving grace is that those Hades shots are not landing. Sacrilege Dynasty taking a little bit.
yeah.
Amadeus using the cloud cover. But the Sacrilege Dynasty needs more support from the Amadeus right now. Look at those Hades shots. Holy cow. Armor's already down. Really low. Half. Balloons burning.
Yeah, and Sacrilege are wide in the open as well here. They've got no cover.
The guns are down on the Sacrilege Dynasty. Losing those guns so quickly in an engagement is awful. It just means you can't fight. It takes forever to get them back up again. And all it takes is 2 Artemises. Because you have the 2 Artemises and then you have the armor shred of the Hades.
I'm just
and
wondering...
they're playing into their hands.
Yeah, Sacrilege Dynasty's just completely in the open. He's taking up the very high position here. But it is not favouring him. It's just making him even more of an exposed target as the Mandarin ships focus fire on him.
Right now, they just need to get down and reset the engagement. When you're up against Artemis Junkers like this, you need... If they get the first volley...
They shouldn't have tried to engage here at all. They should have gone to the ribs for cover.
No, I definitely agree. Right now, the Sacrilege Dynasty, he has his engines. He had his engines. He lost his main engine. But I absolutely believe he did need backup, but he might pay for it
Amadeus
with the
trying
match.
to body block, overshooting the mark a bit. Sacrilege Dynasty is about to go down.
Armor's
Dot,
burning.
Dot. A few Hades shots, a few crucial Hades shots miss. A couple more will do the trick. Oh! There
it
we
is.
go. There you have it. Victory. The Mandarin. Oh god, Sammy BT's disappeared. Okay, fair enough.
We need no captain.
Okay, well, maybe that's how Sammy BT stays alive so long. He doesn't actually exist. Flits in and out of existence, this corporeal realm. Anyway, existential discussions aside, the Mandarins have won this first match of the series. Just haven't really left any lulls. Well, the one and only match we've ever casted together, did not leave.
It was a pleasure.
Space. It didn't leave much space for banter. You should have been the one earlier with me and Papa. There was a lot of space that needed to be filled up with banter. Anyway,
I saw that.
Aside, back to analysis. Serious, very serious. The Kamikaze Punk. We have a Hades Artemis front and a Artemis flare side. On the Amadeus, we have a Artemis front, left side, double Artemis, right side, cat mortar.
And aboard the Admiral Quackbar, we are going to see, again, those two, the Artemis Hades on the left side with another Artemis up front, as well as the Banshee Caridade on the starboard side. Dancing Feather, port side, same thing. Starboard side, we have Gat Mortar. Once again, just seems like personal preference for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, they're just going to try to posture a little bit. I think that the Mandarin is going to have to try to get into some nice lanes. But what's Sacrilege doing? What are they just gathering up before they start moving between the buildings? They're going to get caught real quick. They're posturing, but the Mandarin are coming in quick. Kamikaze Punk has his rump facing the wrong way. They see him. They're going to turn.
Yes, he was showing his bottom to the enemy, like in that scene from Braveheart, where they got he got an arrow stuck in his bomb. Anyway, as we see here, Kamikaze Punk. Oh no, Kamikaze Punk, that was not a good position to be in. Now Kamikaze Punk's engines are being taken out, guns are taken out. Yeah, I agree with you. He chose the wrong time to show his rump there.
The problem was, Sacrilege thought they had more time to posture than they did, and Mandarin completely took advantage of that. He's going to have to back up. Mandarin got the first volley off, and now the Kamikaze Punk is completely at the mercy of the Mandarin. Yep, they're going to back up behind the buildings. Fortunately, that's something they could do. No permanent damage going down, but are the Mandarin going to follow in? I feel like they do kind of need to follow in, but the Dancing Feather, or excuse me, not the Dancing Feather. I'm going to get these all mixed up. Amadeus is running defense pretty well. No permanent damage going down, but I feel like the Mandarin are definitely in the stronger position right now. They have Sacrilege pinned.
Yes, they do, and it's going to be easier for the Mandarin to turn around those tight corners and keep their trifectas on. Of course, obviously, it is for Kamikaze Punk, which I don't think even can get a trifecta. The Kamikaze Punk, the Kamikaze Punk, the advantage he has over those Junkers is the speed and the ramming ability. And he needs to catch the Mandarin off guard, I feel, with a ram and some good sustained fire. But that's going to be difficult to do at best.
Yeah, absolutely. The maneuverability of the Pyramidion isn't anything compared to the Junkers. And so he's going to have a hard time. You should almost never expect to get the drop on an enemy with a build. You should always expect to, be in a relatively even position and then pick whatever's going to give you the best advantage there. Because if you have the drop on them, you're going to generally win anyways. So that's not a great assumption, but that's what they need right now. I mean, they don't have much other possibility, though I like what Sacrilege is doing. They're doing what they should have done last game, is reposture and move to a new position.
Yes. Oh, golly. Well, the Sacrilege team being read the riot act by Mr. Fourth Oracle here. Oh, as the Amadeus.
You are bad at everything ever.
You suck. Give up on.
And also you smoke. Oh my goodness! What was that?
Well, what happened? That was. The Amadeus was trying to distract the Mandarin, I think, as the Kamikaze Punk took the long way around, taking my advice and trying to get the drop on the Mandarin. But I mean, Amadeus just stuck his head up above the parapet for just too long and got it shot off.
That was an unnecessary death. Like, all he had to do was drop down maybe 10 meters, and then he had the cover of a building pop up, show his balloon, and just sort of use that to taunt them. But no, I feel like that was honestly just a misstep, or maybe someone wasn't on the hull when they should have been.
Roman Carr, he's got Phoenix Claw, but he doesn't have drop shoots. Ooh? I mean, I don't see why anyone.
He has hydrogen.
Yeah, I know, but he could have hydrogen and drop shoots. Why not have both? Huh? I mean, you don't really need a Phoenix Claw in a Junker. You just need to hit full reverse and turn, and you'll get all the turning you need.
Kamikaze Punk coming around the building right now. Both Dancing Feather and Admiral Quackbar have arcs going around, but I think they want to play Ring Around the Rosie and try to catch the Amadeus all alone. He's too far back. Kamikaze Punk, it's going to take him a minute to turn around and get back into arc, and right now the Amadeus taking huge damage. He's got to drop behind cover. His armor is holding out pretty well, but he's almost entirely disabled. His main engine's down, his guns are down, balloons burning. Right now he just has to run. He needs to get out of arc, but here comes the Kamikaze Punk from behind. Artemis shot's coming down.
Oh, but the tar blocking off the Kamikaze Punk.
They're not going to let it happen. They're not going to get jumped on. And they're not just going out like with one little puff of tar. They're laying down a massive cloud of it. They don't want the Kamikaze Punk to come in. And they're doing it perfectly.
Very well executed here. Just using tar for map control. Oh, the Mandarin.
Though right now, Admiral Quackbar taking some serious damage. Kamikaze Punk still has both of his forward guns up. And it looks like he's choosing the Dancing Feather instead. Nah, he's going to back up. He just wants disables and he wants to retreat. But right now, the Amadeus is in such a good position that Admiral Quackbar didn't have a good portion of his guns. I felt like he should have stayed in.
The Mandarin just making it really awkward for the Sacrilege team to engage them.
Here we go. Here's the 2v1 they need. The Tar is going to block off the Dancing Feather. Kamikaze Punk firing off that Artemis on the port side. Amadeus trying to move in, but his balloon's down. He can't keep fighting. He didn't attend to his balloon. It was burning.
This has got to be so frustrating for Sacrilege. Just making it so hard to get that engaged. It's probably going to make Sacrilege maybe do something silly when they finally do get the opportunity to engage.
Maybe. There goes the armor. The Hades really showing its worth. That one's going to go wide, but it just needs a couple more Artemis. Where's the armor? There it is. Just barely in time.
As I
Balloon's
said,
low, though.
The Kamikaze Punk finally got a chance to engage. By the time it finally did get a chance to engage, I mean, the Amadeus was already limping away, looking for cover to repair.
He's still there. He's ready. He wants to go in.
And now
It's gonna be a one-on-one.
Amadeus is gonna get 2-on-1s. You can't,
This is a mistake. This is a mistake.
You can't get frustrated, Sacrilege. You gotta be careful. You gotta engage together.
Amadeus is gonna have to drop again. His balloon's down, armor's down, Admiral Quackbar's got a beat on him. There it goes.
Boom.
Ouch.
Oh, no way Kamikaze Punk's gonna escape this. No way.
No, armor's going down, balloon's burning, engines are up, but he's way too high. Armor goes down. One more shot.
There we go. Boom.
There it is.
Goodness.
0-3 right now in the favor of the Mandarin. They have, not only are they playing this correctly, but they have the psychological game. Every time Sacrilege has an opportunity to move in, they're too scared. Like, that's just how brutally they've been, like, beaten down. Every time they move out, they get disabled, their armor gets shredded, their balloon gets burnt. Every time. And so Sacrilege doesn't feel like they ever have the advantage, and so when they do have the advantage, they don't use it.
Fucking hell. Pardon my French.
S'il vous plaît.
Oh. Yeah, this is almost painful to watch. I'm just kind of empathizing with Sacrilege here, and just how frustrating just this whole match must be. Yeah, Sacrilege, what they've got to do is they've got to find some cover. They've got to just got to cool down, cool their jets, think about this. They can't get frustrated like they did last time.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going in one at a time. They need that coordination. I feel like if they can get that coordination down, they can get in close. They can deny that Hades. But bumping into a building is not what needs to happen.
Bounce, and he's still in the firing arcs of those Hades. Oh,
engines
my
are
goodness,
down.
He's taking permahull. This isn't necessary. You don't need to take this damage, Kamikaze Punk. You had lots of cover.
Almost half health. That was absolutely awful. Not only did he bump the building, but his rump was showing to the Mandarin, and his engines went down immediately, and he couldn't move out. That was possibly the worst mistake that you could make at this range.
I feel that's a manifestation of the frustration here.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's gotta be. I mean, there's no way. Tropo is an incredible pilot. He's really good. And I agree. The strain is just getting to him right now. Mandarin has him on lockdown. And now they're just hiding. They can't hide, though. They're 3 points behind, and the timer's ticking.
That's true. If the timer expires at this point, of course, Mandarin will get victory.
What's the time left?
Yes,
Urs, would you mind putting that up?
As a timekeeper.
20 minutes. Alright, so there's still enough time. I almost feel like Sacrilege needs to back up, make a pot of tea, like some chamomile or something to relax.
I know you
and then come into this with a clear head. They don't have time, though. They've already lost the first match. And the Kamikaze Punk sort of wandering in here. It's got sight on the Admiral Quackbar, but it bumps a building! Not again, its arcs are gone! Here comes the Hades, the Dancing Feather! Just... Oh no, that is Admiral Quackbar. I thought that the Hades was coming in from the Dancing Feather. Weird angle. Quackbar still... No, it does! It does! There it is! Just barely!
Goodness.
Armor goes down! Hull's taking hits! Trying to pop kerosene to back up! He needs to drop! Why aren't you dropping? Armor comes back up just barely in time. It's burning! Last Hades and Artemis will take him out. Amadeus is in the middle of nowhere now. He has no cover. He has to drop. There are clouds beneath you. Get away! Get down! He's not doing it! He's bringing his triple Artemis into arc! Admiral Quackbar gonna get disabled, though. I don't think he has the firepower.
Amadeus, get on the dance floor.
Get down! Get down with your bad self!
Get down on it! Get down on it!
He's just gonna take hits. His armor's doing okay. His Artemis trifecta is almost all the way up, but there goes his main engine. He's panicking. His kerosene is up, but his main engine is down. There goes his left-turning engine. He can't escape. Dancing Feather's ramming. They just want this kill.
Go underneath them. Oh, but it's bought enough time for Kamikaze Punk to get back in.
Tar.
Admiral Quackbar popping the tar. Amadeus amazingly hasn't taken any permahull yet.
It's because they have the Artemis, but here comes the Gatling. That's all they needed. They can't escape. They have no engines. Their balloon's up, but they can't drop fast enough. They don't have shoot.
That tar. Don't go into the tar, Amadeus. Don't go into the tar.
Here it's the Kamikaze Punk trying to disable the Admiral Quackbar. Here comes the Gatling, though.
Oh,
Just need a couple mortar shots. Wow, he brought that armor back up quick. He has everyone tanking. Yeah, everyone, even the captain, all 4 of them are just clustered on the armor. Look at this. They're just tanking, but the balloon's down. They can't keep doing it.
Amadeus is going down. Amadeus, everything's out. The balloon's out. The hull's about to go down. Crash.
Here comes the bounce. The armor's still up.
He's still up. He's carrying on. Oh, but
the Kamikaze Punk wants the ram! Dancing Feathers balloon is low! There it goes! Holy cow! Oh! At least they get 1 kill before the end of this best of 3. Congratulations to the Mandarin, and they're moving on to the finals, I believe.
Yeah, I had my Korean StarCraft caster moment there, at the end, but yes, the Mandarin have won this. Oh well, you know, they got a kill, so that's something.
Now, the fact that they were able to come back and collect themselves again and get that kill, that was impressive. Like, when you're that beaten down, and when you're that, like, psychologically just not in a good place, to come back and still get a kill off of something that takes that kind of coordination, that's pretty impressive. Good job.